In downtown Miami, you'll find these little pods darting around on an elevated track. What is this? Is it a metro? Almost. It's the Metromover, and we're going to ride it today. Hey everyone, and welcome to a brand new Trains Are Awesome video. I'm Tom, and it's a steamy September afternoon in Miami, Florida. I've just arrived here on a Brightline train from Orlando. Brightline is a great intercity rail service between Miami and Orlando, and I encourage you to check out my video review if you haven't seen it yet. Anyways, my time here in Miami was very limited. I could have walked around, I could have gotten something to eat, but no. Now that I was finally down here, I was determined to do one thing and one thing only: ride the Miami Metromover. Not the Metro Rail, I rode that too, but in this video I'm talking about the Metromover, Miami's strange but effective cross between an elevated metro and an automated people mover. I've arrived at the Wilkie D. Ferguson Jr. station, which is right next to Brightline's Miami Central Terminal. There are no fare gates to go through because Metromover is completely free. It didn't used to be, but when they discovered that fare enforcement cost pretty much the same as what they were making off of fare revenues, they decided to abolish them altogether. Anyways, without further ado, let's get on an inner loop service. This train is so small and cute. It's an Innovia APM 100 automated people mover built by Bombardier. Since it's completely driverless, I can stand here and look out the back. So if you look at the track, you'll notice that the guideway is made out of concrete. This vehicle runs on rubber tires. In a lot of ways, it's just like those airport people movers that you can find all over the world, just without platform screen doors for some reason. The Metromover is a transit system that provides service throughout downtown Miami and the neighboring areas. It first opened in 1986. The whole system is only 4.5 miles or 7 kilometers long, but it boasts an impressive 21 stations. I'm telling you, these stops are so close together. The system is usually made up of 3 lines. First, there's the inner loop, the one we're riding right now, which travels in a clockwise direction around downtown. Then there's the Omni Loop and the Brickell Loop. Both travel counterclockwise downtown, but each branches off either to the north or the south of the loop to serve additional stations. In some cases, the 2 outer loops will combine to form the full loop.
Hold on. The train is approaching. First Street Station.
I guess you really only need half a door, huh?
This train will depart momentarily.
You guys, when I tell you that this is so much fun, I really mean it. It feels like a really slow roller coaster in some ways. The little cars go up and down over steep grades, they twist and they turn their way through the streetscape. Sometimes they even go straight through buildings. Every once in a while on Instagram, I'll see a video of that monorail in Chongqing, China, going through an apartment building. And I don't think that people realize that trains going through buildings, it actually happens in a lot of places. And it's very cool. Can you tell that I'm excited to ride the Metromover?
The train is approaching.
So this is Miami Avenue Station, and this is a very interesting station because even though the Metromover forms the loop, there's a gap in the loop over here. So the inner loop, the clockwise trains, stop here at Miami Avenue, while over there, just 2 blocks away, is the 3rd Street station for the counterclockwise trains.
It might sound weird, but the way that these stations look, it really reminds me of the buildings in Japan.
Stand back from the platform edge. Allow passengers to exit the vehicle before boarding.
It's a short wait for the next train. They may be small, but they run so frequently. Since these vehicles are designed for short trips, there is very little seating area on board. That building over there, that's actually the maintenance center where the little people movers are stored when they're not in service. We'll get off at Government Center for now. We're one stop away from making a complete loop, but I want to change to the Brickell loop here and explore some more of the system.
Please hold on. The train is approaching. Miami Avenue Station.
At Government Center, you can transfer to Metro Rail. In fact, the Metromover tracks are located right underneath the Metro Rail tracks. Great job bundling, Miami.
Passengers, for your safety, stand back from the platform edge. When the train arrives, allow passengers to and now the train is arriving. Stand back from
While trains on the inner loop run as two-car trains, on the two other services, they just run as singular vehicles. It's so weird to be downtown and basically just see a pod scooting around. Just look at us running between the Metro Rail viaducts. It's like we're in a concrete canyon. It looks awesome. People movers like this are criticized by urbanists all the time. They're low capacity, they're gadgets, they shouldn't be considered a serious transit option. And in a lot of cases, yes, I agree, a real train is a better choice. But the Miami Metromover is certainly not a failure. Just last year, the system carried almost 7 million passengers. That might not be a lot compared to some transit systems worldwide, but when you compare it to other cities with downtown people movers, like Detroit, it punches well above its weight. I think part of the success is because it's not a standalone system. Like we just saw, transferring to Metro Rail is easy. So you can come from different parts of Miami-Dade and then complete your last mile on the Metromover.
Please hold on. The train is approaching. Riverwalk Station.
Station spacing is super dense and the frequency is very high. It's almost like personal rapid transit, except the vehicles do stop everywhere and you have to share the pods. By the way, if you're interested in personal rapid transit, stay tuned for a video coming very soon. Metromover also just goes to several places that people want to go to. In fact, there are even talks of expanding the system. We've now branched off the loop and are on the Brickell branch. Notice how steep we've climbed. This is Riverwalk Station. After that, we cross over the Miami River, which is part of the reason why we're so high up. Soon we arrive at Brickell Station, which offers another transfer to Metro Rail. I'm getting off here because I have to start making my way back to the airport.
Please hold on. The train is approaching. Brickell Station. Transfer here for Metro Rail.
Though it feels like we've done a lot in this video, in reality, no more than 30 minutes have passed since we got on the first train. The Metromover system is short and compact, and I love it.
Well, that was a lot of fun. What a cute little system. That last Metromover, that was a one-car set with no driver. Some might argue that's an autonomous pod. Say it isn't so.
Those of you who have followed me for a while now know that there's nothing I love more than quirky and unusual transit systems. Metromover certainly deserves to be in that category. I was quite impressed with both the infrastructure and the frequencies, though the trains look a little rough around the edges.
Anyway, I think that the Metromover contributes in a positive way to transit here in Miami. The connections to Metrorail are great, connections to Brightline are good. It's just nice that it's free and frequent, and honestly, it's kind of cool how it goes up and down and makes tight turns, runs through buildings. It serves its purpose well here in Miami.
I can think of some other cities that could use something like this for better connectivity. Let me know your ideas in the comments below. If you enjoyed this tour of the Miami Metromover system, please leave a like and subscribe to Trains Are Awesome. I love exploring new systems and sharing my journeys with you. I'd love to have you along for the ride. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.